Hi family, and welcome to our channel. On this channel we provide you with sports insight, and safe market options that will increase your chances of winning significantly. So if you are on here watching this video and the aim of you doing that is to increase your chances of winning, then you have found the right place for that, because that's what we do here. We don't just give you options, we give you reasons, information as to why we have gone with those, and we try to pick the safest possible outcomes that we believe are going to occur in those events, inside the list of options that the bookies will give today, basically. So make sure you watch this video till the very end, because it will contain information that will help you increase your chances of winning significantly and beating the odds in the long run. So welcome back, guys. My name is Hooker and I am your host on this show, and I will be bringing you this wonderful information, insights on sports events and safe market options from a team every single day, to help you increase your chances of winning significantly. So make sure you watch this till the end. Okay, very important that you do, because like you've seen on the screen, somebody watched the video yesterday and was able to carve out 9 odds for themselves, and they were able to win, which is quite amazing. I like to see big congratulations to that person who sent us that video. It's just very encouraging to see things like this, people listening and carving out winnings for themselves. This is exactly why we set up this channel, to use our experience to help sport bettors be able to increase their chances of winning significantly on the channel. Okay, so today we have a couple of events for you, but before I do that, yesterday we had 23 of those, and we ended up winning 16 of them and losing just 7 of those sporting events, most of which were the tennis and basketball games, the night before the football games started. So if you did miss that and you had the football events, of course you could see the results. You were definitely going to be in profit at the end of that day. Okay, so today we have a couple of events for you, and we'll just go ahead and roll them out with the safe market options to increase your chances of winning significantly. So pay close attention, and carve out sleeps. Pick the events that you feel appeal to you. If you're a beginner, all you have to do is just split this event into different sleeps, and of course you have the safe market options that will help you. Just we've done the job for you, basically, pretty much in that regard. So the first sporting event is between Denver Nuggets and Philadelphia, and the report here says that Denver Nuggets are beginning to regain the level they played at that led them to secure the 2023 NBA championship, and are confident in their ability to win here. Okay, so the home team appears to secure an easy victory as the final sounds buzzes, basically. So it is safe to see Denver will win. So in that light, we're giving them an advantage handicap going into sporting events. So by the time you take 5 points out of their final score, they should still scoreline should still indicate that Denver Nugget is winning, and that's priced at another 1.22 in our sporting event. Next is the game between Jannik Sinner and Alex de Minaur. This is a tennis game from the Australian Open, and it talks about competing on familiar ground and facing an unprepared rival. De Minaur might not find a better chance against Sinner. So the result on Wednesday depends on recovering Italian's health, but 48 hours of rest should help the top seed before his match against the Aussie at the Rod Lava Arena. Okay, so we support the world number 1 to win in 4 close sets, securing a spot in consecutive semi-finals at Melbourne Park, preparing him for a clash with either Bell Shilton or his fellow countryman Lorenzo Sonego. Sorry about that. Pardon me for the name. So that being said, the safe market option we've gone with here is for Sinner to win at 1.19. Okay, so you want to look at that carefully. Next sporting events between Ima Navarro and Iggy Swiatek, and the report here talks about Swiatek like going to encounter her toughest challenge against her initial seed rival in Navarro, and she will be eager to sidestep a 3-set match against a player experienced in final set. So the Polish player, who has recorded a 2-4 in her last 3 set matches, before competing against her American rival, is expected to secure victory in two close contests against the eighth seed in this one. So that being said, we think that Swiatek winning the first set and winning the match is the safe way to play this one, to get more value from this sporting event at another 1.14. Next sporting event is between Madison Keys and Elena Svitolina. Okay, and Paul here says that Keys and Svitolina clash, for the sixth time, since their first encounter, a decade ago, and the first in 4 years in Adelaide. Okay, so the Americans enhanced match sharpness, confidence from a ninth 12 victory in Adelaide and wins over two seeded players, Collins and Rebecca, positions her well to attain another semi-final in Melbourne. So that being said, we will be going with Madison Keys to win, but to be on the safe side, we're going to just put her on to win just one set in that sporting event, and that's priced at another 1.23 in that one. The next sporting event is between Ben Shelton and Lorenzo Sonego, right? And the report here says that Shelton's powerful serve and flamboyant approach will clash with Sonego's ball hitting in what may become another exciting showdown. The American relishes competing in Australia, and the 22-year-old is expected to achieve his 11th win at Melbourne Park, moving on to his first semi-final in Australia and second overall. Okay, so that being said, going with over 3.5 sets in this sporting event at another 1.52, given how competitive this can be, we expect these two players to be able to win one set each to seal that for us, today. The next sporting event is a cricket game and is between India and England. And the report says India have shown excellent performance in the white ball format recently, defeating South Africa and Bangladesh quite comfortably towards the end of last year. So the men in blue outperformed England in their previous meeting at the T20 World Cup, and playing at home, we believe the hosts will prevail in this match of the first series too. So the safe way we're going to play that is for India to win at the end of this sporting event, and that's priced at 1.60, which is quite decent if you ask us. Next sporting event is between Al Ittihad and Al Shabab. This is from a football game from the Saudi Pro League, and the report here says that the hosts coming to this match in exceptional form, having not lost their last 15 games across all competitions, securing 10 victories in the league. Despite Al Ittihad's difficulties against the visitors in recent encounters, they lost the last two matches with these guys, so their impressive form should set precedence as an unbeaten home record enhances their edge in this sporting event. So the safe way we're going to play this is for the home team to for draw no bet to the home team basically. So where they draw, you get your sticks back, right, at another 1.27 in that sporting event. The next sporting event is between Plymouth Argyle and Burnley, and the report is saying that facing a formidable Burnley backline, Plymouth are likely to struggle to pose a threat at home park as they seek to end their 13-game winless run in the league. The Clarets have the potential to slip up on the road in the championship, although we feel the Parkers men, should be good enough for victory on Wednesday against the division's bottom side in Plymouth. So that being said, we've gone with away draw no bet here as a safe market option at another 1.24 in that one. The next sporting event is between Leeds and Norwich, and the report talks about undefeated at Elland Road since September. Leeds ought to be extremely confident about achieving another Yorkshire victory in front of their home supporters on Wednesday. Okay guys, so the introduction of Sagant and newly signed Jurassic on the field might significantly enhance Norwich's prospects of achieving a good result, though we believe that the home team will be too powerful basically for the away team in this sporting event. Regardless of that, I think we think that the safe way to play this would be to go for either of them to win at the end of 90 minutes at another 1.19, just to be on the safe side, even though we expect Leeds to win that one. Okay, guys, so before I go ahead, I'd like to ask you guys to please take 1 second of your time to hit the like button. It's just a sign of support to the channel, and just basically gives us good luck, if you ask me, and that helps us basically. So take 1 second to hit the like button. It's very important that you do. The first time I'm coming across the channel, this is what we do. We go out there, source for sporting events, and give you safe market options with those events every single day to increase your chances of winning significantly. So hit the subscribe button to become a part of the family. This goes for everyone. Don't forget to hit the notification bells also. It's very important that you do that so that you'll be the first to know every time we post something of value on the channel, which we try to do every single day. Okay, guys. Next sporting event is between Besiktas and Atletico Bilbao. And the report here says that Solskjaer's aim, to start his reign with a win. So you wouldn't know that Solskjaer is the new Besiktas coach, right? If you were not listening, this is why we talk about the channel being an educative channel also. So with time, you begin to get accustomed to what is happening in the football world, and this is an example of such. So Solskjaer is aiming to start up, his managerial career with Besiktas with a win. Particularly since Besiktas, require a solid end, to the league stage to advance to the knockout stages, right? So, nevertheless, we believe they will, have to accept a draw when they face an athletic team that has remained unbeaten in all 6 of their league matches. Okay, so the safe way we're going to play that, just in case Besiktas is going to do well today, Atletico Bilbao is expected to score here. Okay, and that's priced at another 1.17 for Atletico Bilbao to score. Next sporting event is between Real Madrid and Red Bull Salzburg. And the report here says that Salzburg, have endured several harsh defeats in this season's Champions League. So it is not new, basically, and this now presents them with their most challenging test. So another painful outcome may be on the horizon here. Real is strong favorite to triumph here and should do so with minimal difficulties to create distance between themselves and the teams vying to secure a spot in the top 24. So that being said, we think that the safe way to play this will be to give Salzburg 1 goal advantage going into that sporting event and expect Real Madrid to cancel that, turn it around basically, and win this sporting event. And that's priced at another 1.27, and that's what we're going with. Next is the game between Paris Saint-Germain and Man City. And the report here says that once City find their rhythm again, they become a tough rival for anyone. So when the situation becomes critical, they tend to perform well. They will be optimistic about nearly securing a playoff spot this week with a game left in this tournament. So PSG will certainly not be an easy opponent, even though they are currently 25th. They're currently in 25th place, as evidenced by their 8th winning streak. However, City will be a notch above every rival they have encountered during that stretch. So it is safe to say, that giving City 2 goals going into that sporting event and expecting them to maintain that advantage, handicap at another 1.27 is the safe way we feel like this can be played, and still give you value from that sporting event today. Okay, guys. Next sporting event is between Feyenoord and Bayern Munich, and the report here says that whenever Feyenoord competes in the Champions League, goals are assured at both ends of the field. Now, that trend is expected to persist on Wednesday, likely favoring Bayern more. Company's team is up against a squad with depleted midfield and low morale during a tough domestic stretch, and we support Bundesliga leaders to secure an easy victory in this match. So the safe way we're going to play that is for Bayern to win here at another 1.40. That's quite straightforward. Next sporting event is between Celtic and Young Boys, and the report here says that Celtic are only 1 goal short of achieving double digits at home in 2024-25 Champions League. Now, they haven't scored 10 goals in Europe's top tier at home since 1970-71 season, and Rogers' squad is expected to reach that target comfortably on Wednesday, given the opponents that they are facing in Young Boys, who may have fresh leaders in charge, yet they still exhibit weakness, in defense and lack the offensive strength to compensate for their poor defending, basically. So we think that the safe way to play this will be for Celtic to win either of the halves, at the end of 90 minutes at another 1.16 in this one. Next sporting events between Arsenal and Dynamo Zagreb. And report here says that since the beginning of last season, no other team in Champions League has matched Arsenal's performance at home, and the Gunners have not considered a goal from open play in the 2024-25 competition so far. Okay, so Arteta's team might be experiencing a tough time right now, but they will likely handle their responsibilities smoothly on Wednesday, given Cannavaro faces challenging debut as Dynamo Zagreb's manager. So the safe way we decided to go with that is just for Arsenal to win here at another 1.14 in that sporting event. How many of you know that Cannavaro, if you remember Cannavaro, that player is the new manager for Dynamo Zagreb's? Okay, these are all information that you will find normally anywhere alongside predictions, of course. So this is what we do on the channel. Amazing stuff, right? Next sporting event is between Shakhtar Donetsk and Brest, and the report says only Atlanta, Feyenoord and Liverpool have accumulated more points on the road in the league stage than Brest. So this means that they're facing some of Europe's top team, and they have been quite manageable, these games basically. So they were held to Germany with high hopes, basically. Shakhtar Donetsk, on the other hand, have literally left, they've been in the cold for more than a month, having no competitive match since mid-December, and they have generally underperformed in Europe as an ongoing conflict. The war between Ukraine and Russia, has significantly impacted their ability to operate in the transfer market, diminishing their squad year after year. So the safe way we've gone here to play this is for the away team to have 2 goals going into that sporting event against a team that has been diminishing because of the war, at another 1.15, and I think this is quite possible. In fact, Brest win or draw is another way to go if you're looking at getting more value from this sporting event, if you ask me. But to be on the safe side, we've decided to go with giving Brest 2-goal handicap, going into the match and maintaining that handicap at the end of 90 minutes in this sporting event. So by the time you pick this Man City and just look around for a couple of other events, you should be able to create something you can go with if you're a high roller basically in that sporting event. Next and the last sporting event is between RB Leipzig and Sporting Lisbon, and the report here says that entertainment is typically guaranteed when Leipzig is in action, but none of it has benefited them in this Champions League, till date. A few weeks back, Sporting faced defeat every time they played, but outcomes have gradually improved, and they will be optimistic about regaining their form on the continental stage to secure their place in the knockout rounds. Okay, guys, so the safe way we've gone ahead to play this is to go with an over 1.5 goals to be scored here, which is 2 goals to be scored in this match at another 1.2 nil, given that entertainment is what we expect here. So goals should be on the cards between these two giants. So these are the sporting events we have for you today, along with the safe market options for these sporting events that will help you increase your chances of winning significantly. I hope that you've enjoyed watching this video, and I hope that you'll be able to find something of value when you go out to bet based on the information that you have gotten from this channel. Okay, guys, before I leave you guys, I'd like to give a disclaimer here. Very important that we do that. This channel provides information and analysis of sport betting, for educational and entertainment purposes. Okay, we do not guarantee any specific outcomes or profits from betting activities on the channel. All content is based on personal opinions and should not be considered financial advice. Please gamble responsibly. Very important that you do, guys, and watch the video to the very end before making any betting decisions. Viewing and participating in content on this channel is at your own risk, so be responsible, please, guys. Okay, furthermore, I like to say that to maximize your chances of success, we recommend creating at least 2 betting slips when there are many events for the day, like today and yesterday, right? Additionally, make sure not to repeat the same events on more than one slip. This approach can significantly improve your chances of winning. All right, guys, so that being said, I'd like to ask you guys, please take 1 second to hit the like button. Remind you to do that, and if it's your first time coming across the channel, hit the subscribe button to become part of this wonderful family. Okay, guys, so till we see you again in the next video, may the odds be in our favor always, guys.